Hey guys, give me a moment here. I've had some technical difficulties the last couple of days, so we're going to make sure I'm in the right spot, and I'm going to go on a couple minutes early to make sure I'm there. Yay, I see me. Yay. All right. So my name is Amanda Waldhart, and you're here with Amanda's Inspiration Station. Thank you for joining me today if you're able to. I am going to wait a few minutes because, like I said, I hopped on 5 minutes early because I really just wanted to make sure that everything was a go, because I have a lot of product on this table, because we're going to make 4 cards using the Simply Sparkling bundle, which I love that bundle. So adorable. So I am going to go over that, and yeah, I'm super excited. So thank you guys too. I originally had this scheduled for 6 o'clock this evening. But my kids are off school this week, and things have just been shifted left and right with different things that are going on. So it actually was easier for me to hop on today at 4 o'clock Central Time. So thank you for that. So I'm going to go ahead and I actually am going to get started. I know I'm a couple of minutes early, but I'm going to go ahead and get started because I want to go over showing you some of the product that we're going to use today. So I'm going to pass you down here and make sure that we get down here. And then I'm going to look over to the left here because I want to make sure that I actually am on where you guys can see me. Perfect. Okay. Let's see here. I'm in. Perfect. So the only thing that I don't like, and I just want to share this. So before we get started with these beautiful cards that I can't wait to share with you, I'm going to move them for a second. This is our new glass mat from Stampin' Up. I really like it a lot. It is so pretty. There are some corner pieces like rubber protectors on each corner, but I have them in a drawer right now because I kept using my elbows and I kept clicking them off. So I got tired of it and put them in a drawer. However, on the back side, we do have these like little like protector nubs. So that's nice. And then it comes with a, which I don't, yes, I do have. It comes with one of these, which I like because you can put your ink pad in here. If you're doing some watercoloring, you can do that. If you want to use some of your ink refills and put them in there and use, you know, a water brush, a paintbrush, you can do that. These squares also fit our Stampin' spots, so it's great. But I don't use this, so I'm just going to throw that out there. I haven't used it yet. It really, I don't know. And then it also comes with this. I know mine looks a little crazy. It just needs to be wet. It's kind of like our chamois. So once it's wet, it becomes soft, and then it's to wipe your surface. So that's really nice. This is going to be, this is exciting. So if you join Stampin' Up and you join it during our celebrations, which is January 4th through February 20, you know what? I think it's 29th this year because we have leap year. Let's see, does it say on the catalog? Yes, it does. So this is the brochure. This is our celebration brochure. I can't show you the inside yet, but I can show you the outside cover. So it does go till February 29th because this year is leap year. This is our joining special. You can get this for free. There are 2 options, so there is another option if this is not something you want. But then this is also the new mini catalog that will go live on January 4th, and it goes through the end of April. So again, super excited to share some of this stuff, but I can't do it right this moment. All right, so we are going to... we're going to work on a bundle that actually is an online exclusive, and it is called Simply Sparkling. You know what? This is the only thing I don't like about the glass mat, because I have a mirror, or not a mirror, I have a light at the top above me, and look, you can see it. I'm going to point to it. There it is. There's the light, so it's kind of a glare. Maybe we won't see it once I'm working. All right, so if not, I'll remove this and I'll just work with my black mat. All right, so Simply Sparkling. This is the bundle we are using. Again, this is an online exclusive. That means that you are not going to find this in any of our publications. It's not going to be in any catalog. I love this stamp set. For anyone who knows me and knows that I love to make like different 3D treats, I love any stamp sets that have pretty much anything to do with drinks or food, anything cutesy. And this to me is super cutesy. So I absolutely love this. So I'm going to show you what we're going to make today. So we're going to make this card today. We're going to make this card today. We're going to make this card today. And there's a lot of stuff going on in here, a lot of pieces, and we're going to make this card today. So for the sake of the video, I have die cutted almost everything out that I could pre-die cut. There are a few things that I will stamp, color, and die cut that I couldn't do. We are using the Cherry Patterns embossing folder, and I used it on all of these pieces. I thought the big circles, they look like bubbles. They're super cute, so I used it on all 4 cards. Now, sadly, this is leaving us. So there, I believe it's still in stock. If you want to hop on over to, and of course I have this not out yet, but if you want to hop on over to amandasinspirationstation.com, you can just click on Shop Now, and you can get those. They are retiring, so I do believe they're at a discount. So hop on over there. All right, so let's get started because there's a lot of stuff. We're going to do some heat embossing today. We're going to use some colors, markers with the blends. We're going to use dark Granny Apple Green, dark Lemon Lolly today, and then we're going to also use both of the Melon Mambos. Let's get started. So we're going to start with this card first. Oh, you know what? I do have to do one more thing. I have to grab one thing because I forgot about the stamp set on the inside. So we are using the stamp set on the inside. We're using Phrases for All. And I'm doing the same saying on the inside for all 4 of these cards. I'm just using the happy birthday. So inside here, I have happy birthday, and then on each one, I do a different fruit on the inside. So I'm going to grab this happy birthday stamp, and I'm going to put it on my block here, and then we'll get started. All right. So let's start with this one. All of the cards measure at 5.5 by 8.5, and we're scoring them at 4 1/4. Or if you're like me, I don't generally like to score them. I know that sounds really weird. I'll tell you why. Because I feel like every time I score them, I feel like I have it perfectly lined up. But then when I go to fold them, the corners don't match. And that drives me crazy. It's just one of my little pet peeves. So I like to just fold them in half like this, pinch them in the center here. And then what I do is I use my bone folder and I just varnish in the crease. All right, so we have our inside piece. So let's go ahead and let's stamp our inside piece. We're going to use today for black, we're going to use our Memento ink pad. We're going to use that because we're using our blends markers, and that is an alcohol-based marker. So whenever it's a bigger image like this, a bigger stamp, I like to flip it over and ink it this way. And of course, I got a little ink on my finger, of course. I'm also going to grab, because I just realized with this glass mat, I'm still getting used to the glass mat. I've always had more of a, like this cutting mat, not a glass mat. So I got to tell you, I am definitely getting used to it. I'm trying to get used to it. All right, so I'm going to grab my piercing mat though, because it's a photopolymer stamp set. I want to have that as a little cushion there. So then we're going to stamp the lime and the strawberry. So the lime I'm stamping in Granny Apple Green. And I'm just going to angle that off to the side like that. And then I'm going to stamp the strawberry in, Melon Mambo. Now, what I did these cards for is every month I have a monthly card club called Creating Card Club. It's $35. $45 if you're not local and you need it shipped, because if it's shipped, I do put it in a priority mail. We're going to color this with the light Melon Mambo. I do put it in a priority mail envelope for you. And the reason why I do that is because there are $20 to $24 worth of consumable products inside your kit, along with your kit to make all 4 of these cards, but you're going to make 2 of each of these cards. So I cut and prep for you to actually make a total of 8 cards and envelopes. And then I also send out a full PDF tutorial, and that I send directly to your email box. And I'm going to go like this. I'm just going to kind of color that in. And that's all part of the kit. So with this month's kit, this was our December kit. Kits come and they look like this. So with this kit, everyone received the Melon Mambo blends and the Lemon Lolly pack blends. Plus they received some of the ribbon. I pretty much do prep everything for everyone. So I'm just going to kind of pull this out just so you can kind of see. So these were their consumables. With this, they have 2 cards have bows. So I did do the bows this time. I don't always do the bows, so I just want to throw that out there. And then this is the ribbon for the rest of the projects. All of the pieces that I have die cutted, I kind of put in a little bag like this for everyone to keep it nice and neat so it's all in one spot. And then each card pack, so there's 4 different designs, but you make 2 of each. So there is enough in here of this card to make 2 of each, including an extra envelope, because you get an envelope from each item. Now, I do this card kit every month, and I always post it on my amandasinspirationstation.com. There's actually a spot that says Creating Card Club. You can click on it. You can sign up and join right there. You can cancel anytime. It is a subscription. I always come on and I do a video on this. So that maybe, maybe you don't like reading tutorials and you would rather watch the video, and I get that. So I always do a video on it as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to place this on the inside. And then for those of you who maybe just want all of the measurements and the instructions on how to do it, I also have a tutorial store, and I do sell these tutorials on my tutorial store. Again, at Amanda's Inspiration Station. All right, so I have a piece of designer series paper here from our Brights collection because it's Granny Apple Green. And I'm literally going to place this flat all the way up to the edge of the card here, like that. And then I have another piece of Granny Apple Green cardstock that I'm going to overlap on the front of the card, again, placing it flat. And I'm just going to go like that. Now I have this piece of white that I've already ran through the embossing folder, and I have a piece of our black and white gingham ribbon. I am going to wrap this around, but I'm going to use this time my Stampin' Seal so that I can actually just have that like that. And then I like to cut off the little bit of the extra. I don't feel that it's needed. So, all right. Now I'm going to angle this on the card. I'm going to kind of angle it to the left like that. All right. Now I do have a ribbon here already done, but we're going to hold off on that for just a moment. So I have a couple different pieces here. I have one of the can of like the pop can or soda can, or I don't know, lemonade even comes in these now. So I have a die cut of the can. I have a piece of scrap of basic white that we're going to stamp the other pop can and the straw. Now, again, for the sake of the video, I've already cut out the lime. I've cut out the strawberry, but we still need to cut out the one lime underneath it. And then I wanted to briefly talk about these little bubbles here. What I did with these bubbles is I actually took black cardstock and I adhered it to the back of our adhesive sheets. I love our adhesive sheets. So once I did that, I ran it then through, I took the die and I ran it through the cut and emboss machine. So now I can just, it's like a sticker, and I can just peel the back off and I can lay it down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to peel this back off. I'm going to grab my poker tool though. I'm going to peel the back off. So see, it's just like a backing. And now this has adhesive on it and it's like a sticker. I am going to pop this little guy out though. There we go. And then I'm going to place this. I'm just going to angle it down at the bottom here using the adhesive sheets. And I am going to share. I did a video. Oh, of course I can't find it. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to leave, but I did a video yesterday on a scrapbook layout, and I actually did a demonstration on this. So this is our adhesive sheets, and what I did is I just took a long piece of basic black that I had, and I literally placed it over our adhesive sheets. I peeled one side back, laid this on top, and then here it is. And so this is the back. So what I would do then with this is I would put this on here like this, and I would run it through our cut and emboss machine, and then that is how you would get the sticker. If you have not tried this or used this product, I highly recommend it. It is wonderful, a wonderful product. All right, so let's do a little stamping here. I need my Melon Mambo. We're going to stamp the pop can here. And I'm going to get out this. And I'm also going to bring back my piercing mat. So we're just going to stamp that just like that. Now I'm going to use this pop can again. So I'm going to take my chamois and I'm going to clean it off because I am going to use that again. Set that over there. And then we're going to take this the little pop word. Except for I feel like it's on crooked, so. And I'm going to stamp that in black up at the top there. And then I'm going to stamp one strawberry in the Melon Mambo. I'm just kind of decorating the front of the can is all I'm doing. And then for the sake of the video, I also have some lemons cut and some straws cut. Of course, I can always share with you, this is the straw, and I'm literally just doing that with it. And then we do have a die for the straw, but I gotta tell you, it's kind of easy just to fussy cut that one. So I am gonna do the lime right there. And since I don't need to use all that, I'm gonna just go like that. All right, so what I'm saying about this is I'm going to grab my paper snips here. So we do have a die for this, and I could totally run this through the cut emboss machine. But I do find it just as easy just to take my scissors and just go around. I know there's a lot of people that do not like fussy cutting, so I totally understand. And we do have a die, so why wouldn't you run it through so I'm going to go like that. But we are going to use the die for this little lime here. So I'm going to get, I am having troubles grabbing these dies today. So I'm going to run this through. Now I'm going to, so that it doesn't move while I'm using it, I have some of this Post-it tape. Love this stuff. This to me is a must. Works wonderful. And I like to just place it over top. And I got it at Amazon. So to the right of me, which you can't see on camera, I actually have my cut and emboss machine here. And I'm just going to run this through really quickly so that we have this die cutted. And then there's that. There's that. Now I can reuse this tape, and I'm going to, because I'm going to make another lime a little bit later. So I'm going to place that, and I'm just going to kind of set that over there. And then this is garbage, so I don't need that. So here's my pop can, here's my straw, and here's my lime. So let's move this out of the way. And let's finish making our card. We have just a few more pieces left, and then we will be completely done with this card. So I'm going to use Stampin' Up! Dimensionals on the back of these. But before I do that, I'm going to actually glue my little strawberry on. I just have a little die cut strawberry. Now, I could have and should have used this strawberry on adhesive sheets. I definitely could have done that. I did not. However, I will tell you that when you're using this glue, because I know some people don't care for it, some people love it, ... not a lot. I say that all the time because that is what one of my elementary teachers used to tell us when we were using Elmer's glue. ... not a lot. And then I'm going to place this little die piece right over top just to kind of give it a different look. So I'm giving it a different look there. And then I do want to share something really cool, because here's the little stem on the dies. So here's the die piece. When you take this die piece, it actually cuts out 4 stems at a time. So it cuts out the strawberry stem, the lemon stem, the cherry stem, and the peach stem. So it's kind of cool. Same with the pop can, the top. So when you're doing the top part, it actually die cuts the tab and the center. So when I alternated colors, I ended up getting a lot of extra pieces. So I just put them in a little clear cello bag, and I'm going to use these for other projects. So, and then I just kind of put them right in there. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put a tiny little dot right there on the stem. And then we'll place that on the pop can right there. And then I'm going to flip this over because I'm going to put dimensionals on both. I know, I like dimensionals, so I'm totally going to put a lot of dimensionals on here. I always feel like you need to put one in the middle. You don't want to saggy center. All right, so I'm peeling them off right now. We're going to place the black, like silhouette one in the back here. And I'm just going to kind of place that like that. And then I'm going to place this, angling it off to the side like that. Now, this is popped, so I do want to pop the top of this straw so that it touches this, but this part won't be. So I'm going to get a mini out, a little mini glue dot, and, or not glue dot, dimensional, sorry. So I'm going to put just a little dot right there so that that stays there, but then that stays there, just like that. And then I am going to use now a mini glue dot, and we're going to put our bow on there. And there is our bow. And there's our first card. So let me get that out of the way. So there's our first card. Super cute, fun. I love this. I love bright colors. It's my favorite palette, so I'm really excited about all that too. All right, so let's move on to our second card. And let's see what card I have here for our second card. First of all, I have to find all my cards. I put them over here with this kit. Hold on. Here we go. All right, so we're going to do this card next. This one has the strawberries and the peaches. So I'm going to pull out all the pieces here, make sure I don't have any left in my envelope. And I'm going to fold my card base in half. Use my bone folder. There we go. Now I have an inside. So one piece is going to go flat on the front of the card. The other piece is going to be the inside piece. And this one we're actually going to do a little heat emboss. So for this inside, we're just going to do, again, happy birthday. So I'm going to bring that back out. And then we're just going to do the strawberry again. So I'm going to center that and just stamp happy birthday. And then I'm going to get out my Melon Mambo. Stamp the strawberry. And I could have put the little peach there too, because there is the peach stamp set, especially since I did the peach on the front. I really don't know why I didn't do that, but it's okay. So I'm going to use the light Melon Mambo, and I'm just going to go on the inside and color that. It's like tone on tone. And then I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green to color in the stems. And we'll go like that. And then we'll just place this right on the inside of our card. Let's bring our card back here. And then while we're at it, when I'm done, I will place the first layer of the basic white. All right. And then we'll just place that on the front here because we're doing that flat as well. All right. So there's the front part of our card. So now I have a piece of Melon Mambo that has already gone through the cut and emboss machine and through the cherry patterns embossing folder. Now I'm just going to also place this flat, and I'm just going to place it right up the center right there. Now here is another piece that we are going to stamp, and then the rest of the pieces, and then we have this scrap that we're going to stamp and heat emboss. If you can see that, because I wanted it in white. So we're going to do that. And then the rest of the pieces are all die cut pieces that I've already die cutted out, including the other pop can that has a pattern on it. So let's do some stamping. Let's stamp our pop can first. So I'm going to get that out, and we're going to use the Memento ink. And then there we go. And then we have the Sane, which says best ever. We're gonna, yeah, see, that didn't get dark enough for me. See how that looks? It just, I don't know if I can get that clear or not. The closer I get, sometimes I feel like it's not as clear. But with photopolymer, you can see that it's not, like when I use black, I want it to be rich. I want it to be really dark and rich. And I don't want it to be like a faded black. So like this one is a little bit faded. It didn't get as dark as I wanted. And sometimes that's harder to do with a photopolymer stamp. However, if you have a good hand, you could always take your basic black blend And you could kind of go right in over it just to kind of make it look more rich. I definitely am better at doing it with the rubber stamps than I am our photopolymer. All right, so we have another little straw here that I've already, so I'm just going to cut this out. And then I'll set that aside with the rest of the dies. All right, I'm going to set that aside. So now we have to die cut out this can, and then we have to, we're going to stamp the Sane on the black cardstock, and then we're going to do some heat embossing with that. So I'm just going to line this up really quickly and run this through the cut and emboss machine. There's a lot of things on my desk, so I'm trying to do this video, and I have stuff on the right side of me, all in front of me, on both sides up here. I just got stuff everywhere. All right, so there's that. So we're going to set that aside. So now we need to stamp, because we want to do this in white embossing powder. So that I have my little heat embossing area over to the left side of me today. And I will be using an embossing buddy because I am using basic black cardstock, and I don't want any of the powder to stick to it in unnecessary areas. So I'm going to use my Versamark. It's nice and sticky, and I'm going to ink that up. And we're going to do the one that says Simply Sparkling. So I'm just going to do it like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to dump white powder on it. And I'm not shy about this. Like, I'm not shy. I flick it off. I do have my tweezers here, and I do have my brush from our additional toolkit, which I highly recommend. And now I have my embossing part done with the powder. So I'm going to close this, before I spill it. And then I have my heat tool right here. So I'm going to turn this on, and we're going to heat this until it turns a shiny white. And it shouldn't take too long. It's just a little image. There we go. Although I do find that our heat tool takes a little while to actually like really get kind of hot. Or maybe it's just mine, I don't know. All right, so that's done. And we don't need this anymore. We're not heat embossing anymore today. So for this one, all I did was literally take my paper snips, and I literally just cut this out myself. And I literally just went in a rectangle like that and like that. There you are. That was done. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay. So now we have all of our pieces. So let's go ahead and place them. So again, I have another one of these little bubbly things, and I'm going to grab my pick tool. Yes, I still love this pick tool. I do have the take your pick, but I use the brush most of the time. This is our old take your pick tool, and I have like 5 of them, and I will never get rid of them. They are my favorite. I think it's because it's little and it fits in my hand, and I know how to maneuver it, I guess. All right, so I'm going to lay this across right down at the bottom here, just like that. And then I'm going to place this flat. So I am just going to use my liquid green glue, and I'm going to angle that like that. Now I have some pieces to the can that we're going to add here. So I'm just going to get out my green glue and I'm just going to place that at the bottom of the can. Place this at the top. Like that. Now I didn't want the hearts to stick through the tab because that's the outside of the can, not what the inside of the can looks like. So that's where this little Melon Mambo piece came from, which is actually part of the die. So I just stuck that right in there like that. And then I have my little tab. And I'm going to be very careful because I really should have made these tabs, I think. I could have made these tabs with the adhesive sheets. And I'm just going to place that right there like that. So there's that. So we have that done. Okay. Now for this one, I am actually going to use my dimensionals because I'm going to pop that up. And I'm going to angle this down here like this. We're going to do the same thing with the straw that we did with the other one. We're going to put a mini. Oh, well now I have one sticking to my finger. Okay. We're going to put a mini dimensional at the top. Then right there, we're just going to do a little dot. And there's our straw. And now we're going to do two little minis here for this little piece that we just embossed. And we're going to place that on the center of this can. And then we're going to pop up all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab for this stem here, I'm going to grab a mini glue dot. And I'm going to place that at the edge of the stem and place it behind the peach like that. And then I'm going to flip the peach over and I'm going to put a dimensional. So there's that. Oops, got a little strawberry stem stuck. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other peach. Just going to put it on the back side like that. Take another dimensional. And then we need a dimensional for the strawberry. And I think I'm going to use one of my black dimensionals for the back of the strawberry. Just because I think it would be more obvious if it was white. Maybe not. Well, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to place, oh, we need to add this. We need to get a little glue dot for this guy. Is anybody else just as frustrated that these mini glue dots are now on the inside and not the outside? Oh, it is annoying. It really, really is. Drives me crazy. All right, so there's that one. And then we're going to angle off the peach there. And then we're going to place the other peach right there. And there you have it. There's our second card. That one had a lot of pieces to it, but there's our second card. So I'm super excited about that. Let me see if I have. All right. So there's our second card. So now let's go ahead and work on our third card, which we're going to work on this blue card. I like to call it the blue card. I love this card. It's so cute. All right. So now, again, with our bases, we're just going to place that like that. Now the inside, we have happy birthday. And then this time we have cherries and not a strawberry. So we're going to bring out this happy birthday. Ooh, I should really be careful here Good thing I always wear black, huh? All right, so let's get that. And then I'm going to center that. See, that is perfect. I love how rich that is. Okay, so now we need the cherries. Actually, so I need to keep the memento here. And I'm going to stamp the cherries like that. And then we're going to color them in. So I'm going to use the light Melon Mambo. On the inside of our cherries here. I got a squeaker. It's a squeaky one. And then I'm going to use, again, the Granny Apple Green. So the other day I opened my Granny Apple Green and the whole center of this just went flying. Because it was like hard to open and I don't know, it just kind of went flying. And then I'm going to take the Granny Apple Green and I'm going to kind of go down the stem like that. All right. Let's place that in our center of our card. Like this. Let me get that out of the way. So there's the center of our card. Okay, the inside of our card. So now let's do the outside. So I have this pool party piece and we're going to do some stamping on it because I took this stamp set, this stamp, where is it? This one right here. And I actually just went around the edges of all of this piece here. So I'm going to get pool party because we're going to do pool party on pool party. And I literally kind of just went around the edges here. And there's no rhyme, no reason of how I did it. I just went around and you can turn it, you can do however you want. And then you can even go back in and add some more if you want to, however you want to do it. And then let's see here. Maybe we'll just add another one in there like that. All right, so now I have, and you know what? We are also going to do it to the front of the can. So while I'm doing that, let's do it to the front of the can right now. So we're going to do one like that, and then we're going to flip it upside down, and we're going to do the other like that. All right, so there's that. Then we'll just set the can aside because we're not quite there yet, but since we were stamping, we're going to get that out of the way. All right, so now we have a piece of black cardstock that we're going to place in the center of our card. But before we adhere it down, I want to wrap this black and white gingham ribbon around it. So I'm going to place some of this Stampin' Seal on the back side. And I'm literally just going to wrap this around like this. And then I'm going to wrap this around on the back. And then we still have sticky. So I'm going to place it in the center of the card here. Just like that. And now I'm going to adhere this to the front of the card. Like that. Okay, so there's the front of our card. I have two pieces of cardstock here. One is basic black. One is basic white that has been through the cherry pattern embossing folder. And I'm going to place this white piece on top of the black piece flat. But then I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to use dimensionals, which I have black ones available right now. So I'm just going to use my black ones. I need to go get a new sheet of white ones, which are behind me so I can grab them. But all right, so I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to place this over top like this, like that. Okay. Now we have one more stamping. This is about a 1-inch circle that I cut out. And then we are going to use Pretty Peacock. And we're going to put Always Refreshing, the saying there on that. So I am going to stamp that I must have had a hair on that, like a little fine hair, because that's on the bottom. So we're just going to flip that over. Let's see here. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Yay! All right. So there's that. And we're going to set this aside because I don't really need this right now. So let's place our pieces together. So again, we have the top of the can. And we're going to use a little glue here. I love dies that you cut out a bunch of pieces and then you put together this die that has like all these different layers. It's like they're dies alone, you know, they're a die alone. You don't need to have a stamp set with it. You can literally create an image by using just dies. They're standalone dies and I love them. I especially love them in my scrapbooking. So we're going to do that. And then we got some cherries here. Like I love the stamp set. I do. And I love the different sayings on the stamp set. But I love how this die set with Simply Sparkling, you can create different things and you don't even have to use the stamp set. I think that's one of the things that I like about it. So I'm going to place the little cherry leaf down here and the other cherries. We're going to do that. Oops, I got a lot of glue on there. Dot, dot, not a lot, Amanda. Dot, dot, not a lot. All right. Place those down there like that. I still need to put my little tab on here. And then this card is almost done. We just have to put our pop can on and our little saying. So I'm going to place that there. We're going to flip these over because we are going to put dimensionals on them. Oh, I feel like I got a little glue on my fingers. All right, so I'm going to go around here because we don't waste anything, do we? No, we do not. I'm going to use every little piece of this. All right. So there's that one. And then that's... Oh, that piece doesn't want to come off. There we go. And then we'll do one more over here. See, I love dimensionals. This could be a problem. This kind of is a problem. I know there's a lot of people, though, that like them. So, okay. So now I'm going to place my pop can over to the right side of my card in the square here. And then I'm just going to kind of angle this off. I liked the little white pop-up circle with the same because of the background being the circles. So there is our third card. Super cute. Love, love, love. All right, we have one card left. So there's a lot of pieces to this. Let's see here. I've been on for a while, I know. But we're on our last card. So thanks for bearing with me. All right, so this is our last card. And again, I'm just going to fold this in half. I'm going to do this. We have two pieces of basic white. One's going to go flat on the front of the card. So let's just do that now. And then the other one is our inside piece, which we're going to stamp. And what we're going to stamp in there is Happy Birthday with the lemon. But this time I'm adding a little lemon to it from the dies. So let's get out our Happy Birthday again. And we're going to need our lemon. Let's see if I can get this nice and dark again like I did the last one. All right, so let's make that straight. Pretty good, pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Okay, so let's do a lemon. I almost said lime. It's not a lime. So let's do that. And then I have a little die cut little lime here. see, now I said lime. Lemon. So we're going to place, I need to get a little mini glue dot here. And I'm going to then put the edge of the lemon. I'm going to put it right behind there. And then I'm going to flip this over and I'm just going to use a little glue here. And then I'm going to place that in the corner. So there's that. Now I'm going to use my dark lemon lolly. And we're going to color that in. Usually I would just flip it over and use the other side, but it's kind of a small enough image that I'm just going to color it in. And then we're going to make our stems here. And then we can place this on the inside of our card. So here's our card. I'm just going to put that through. All right, so that's the inside of our card. So now we have that. So the reason why mine aren't attached is because when I had class on Tuesday night, I keep these in a cellophane clear envelope. And I actually put the inside on the outside. So when they're looking at it to make the card, they can just flip over to the back and see the inside. So now that class is over, I will go back through and I'll put these on the inside of the cards. But all right, so front of the card here, we need to attach this piece to this piece. And it looks like I have this off a little bit. You know what? We're going to trim this. We're going to trim this just a little bit here because I don't like that much extra. So this is what we're going to do. I am going to adhere this to the black, but I'm going to leave a little bit along the edge like I would. But I clearly have too much on this side, so I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit more. Just like that. Perfect. Always have a paper trimmer on hand. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap this ribbon around here. But before I do that, I want to add these little cute bubbles because we got one more little bubble set here. And there we go. Oh, I had it. I have it. All right, so now I'm going to peel that back. And I'm going to place that right across there. And then I'm just using also the regular Stampin' Seal for the backs of these. I don't think it's necessary that you need the Stampin' Seal Plus when you're using this ribbon. Maybe with other ribbon you might, but I don't find it's too bad with this ribbon. So now I'm going to place this over to the right side of my card. And we're going to place that flat like that. And now we need to do some stamping because we need to stamp 2 limes, which you already seen me stamp a lime on the inside. So to save time, voila, look at that. It's like magic. So I'm just going to die cut these out. So you saw me stamp the inside, but we are still going to stamp this. And I used this last with black. So I need to clean it off because now we're going to use the Granny Apple Green. So we got that cleaned off. I'm going to get the Granny Apple Green. And then keep doing this all kinds of weird ways here. So there's that. And then we need the extra bubbly. Oh, look, I have a straw. So let's cut that too. And there's our straw. And then we need extra bubbly. That's what we're going to put on the saying here. And I'm going to place that right there. And then I'm going to use Granny Apple Green one more time because we're going to put some bubbles on the front of our can. And then we're just going to, let's see here. Do I want to just go across? Yes, I do. There we go. Perfect. Voila. All right. So we are done with stamping. So now I just need to die cut these out. And to hold in place here, I am going to use some, I'm going to use this tape, my Post-it tape. I love my Post-it tape. I'm going to do that. And then I have my straw here. I just need my little lime. So I've got to get my little lime die. And I'm actually going to get some more of this Post-it tape because we're going to have to cut out 2 of these. So I'll have to run this through 2 times. All right, so here is my little bubbly. So there's that. We don't need that anymore. And then here is 1 lime, but now we need to cut out this other guy. And I'm going to save that tape because that's still good. We'll run this through really quickly. All right. I hope I have inspired some of you to want this stamp set if you have been on the fence about it, or just to want the stamp set if you weren't on the fence and you just didn't know and now you love it. It is such a cute stamp set. All right, I did have a bow already handmade. There it is. All right, we are almost done. We're in the homeward stretch. So let's flip this over. Get some dimensionals on the back of here. And flip these over because we're going to need dimensionals on those. And then we have the straw that we need to do just 1 mini dimensional at the top. And we're going to do that. All right, so let's peel these off. And all right. So let's angle this then off to the side like this. We're going to do a little dot again right there to put the bottom side of the straw, but then the top will have the dimensional. And we're going to add a lime there, lemon. And then we're going to do 1 there. It's like ever since I said I was going to call it see, now I don't even remember what I was going to call it. A lemon, or I mean a lime. I called it a lemon. Seriously, what's going on? Okay. Whatever that, citrus thing is. Okay. And then we're going to put our little bow right there. And there you have it. Here is the 4th and final card. Super cute. Card 4, card 3, card 2, and card 1. I hope you guys love this as much as I love this. Remember, it is not in any catalog. It is in the online exclusive section of the website. So you can hop over there to amandasinspirationstation.com. You can get your copy. They are so cute. I say copy, listen. Get your set, your bundle. It's not a catalog. So, but if you need a catalog, the new catalogs, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to get one to you along with the celebration brochure. So all you have to do is reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Facebook here. You can reach out to me at Amanda's Inspiration Station. You can email me. All my information is always listed below. So I hope you guys enjoyed these cards as much as I did. If you're curious or more curious about my Creating Card Club, Again, hop on over to Amanda's Inspiration Station. All of the details are right there under Creating Card Club. So I'm going to go ahead and... So I just want you guys to have a great rest of your night, and thank you for joining me tonight. Bye.